I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Mike Delisio.
Welcome to Board Game Breakfast. Mr. Bonacor is in Hawaii, so...
I'm not in Hawaii, Tom. Are you in Hawaii?
We're not in Hawaii, but we're young yet. I am including you.
I am a spring chicken, baby.
Quite the dig at Bonacor there. Can we throw up a Hawaii background or something, though? Can we pretend we're in Hawaii?
This isn't Zoom. Where you put those fake backgrounds on.
That's too bad.
It's talking like the top 10 technological things I wish didn't exist.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Fake backgrounds on Zoom calls.
Fake backgrounds definitely fall into the camp of printers. They're just not very good.
They're not there yet.
And they're not progressing at nearly the speed everything else seems to be.
Our backgrounds are still dot matrix right now. There's no
they're like
question
you
about
move and it like makes your arm vanish momentarily. They don't really.
It's
work.
also really clear you're not there.
You're not there.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look at that. Your hat's missing.
Anyway, so one thing I want to point out to everybody, we have, if you want to listen to these videos, or various videos, we're doing the top 100 games of all time, the A-Team's doing that. You can listen to these videos on Dice Tower, DTV Audio, it's called, or go to dicetoweraudio.com for a podcast. That's basically the audio version of all this stuff. So I know that's been helping a lot of people. So for those of you who are back commuting,
yeah, that's true.
I know is happening because I drive occasionally around here and people are back in their cars. I was very excited because it used to be like last year. I thought the traffic has finally gone down here in Miami.
Look at that.
Yeah, not so much.
Those days are over. So listen to podcasts while you get stuck. Other than that, we got
There was some reverberation off of the metallic frame.
I think it came into one of these cup things and came back in my head.
An interesting, that was an interesting frequency we hit.
I spoke at the right angle. Anywho, we got lots of videos going up. The top 100, there's one more of that coming today at noon. Other than that, though, we're going to get started with the show. So here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, we are Ryan and Bethany.
From Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
All right, today we're going to be talking about Match Madness, but you know what?
Are we going to be talking about it?
I've got someone even better that we can bring in, to the experts, if you will, to talk about kids and family games. Let's bring on our superhero daughters and see what they have to say. All right, you guys, what was your favorite part about Match Madness?
Probably flipping over the box. I thought that was really flipping over the blocks. That was really fun. Like trying to find what you're looking for.
Did you like the pieces and the blocks in the game?
I really like how the blocks are like different colors, and on the two sides, these are numbers.
Yes, everyone has the exact same components. Do you think the other kids your age would like this game?
Yes, very much so.
What about you? You're 5 now. You just turned 5. These other 5-year-olds would like this game? All right, you guys. Want to wave bye to the camera and say bye to everybody?
Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed that. You know, we're biased, so we hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you want to hear more from us and our occasional superhero daughters, make sure to find us on YouTube. We are Ryan and Bethany of Board Game Reviews. Everybody, this is Ryan and Bethany, hoping you have a happy, healthy breakfast. Bye guys.
Hello, Proti here, your Romanian content creator, and today I will continue my series where I will talk about a specific part of a game, and today we will talk about Viticulture Essential Edition, the base game. Here you have a winery. You are making the whole production is really thematic, from planting the grapes to selling or fulfilling order with your wine bottle. The wine bottles and the grapes are aging. You build different buildings to receive different benefits or to be able to do different things during the game. Everything is based on worker placement, and it's a bit of a race game too, because the first person who gets to a specific number of points triggers the end game. But besides this production part of wines, you have the possibility to give a wine tour to get money, of course, and you have guests that you can receive, and there are 2 types of guests, with black back of the card and with yellow back. One you can play in winter, the blue ones, and the yellow ones during the summer season, because the workers that you place are split into seasons, and you can do different actions during the round, respectively the year. And the one that I wanted to talk about is this specific guest, which is giving you the possibility to get 6 money if you have less than 0 points. Yeah, you start at 0 points, but you can do different other guests or other effects that if you lose some points, you get a better benefit. So if you couple it really nice with this card afterwards, it's giving you a nice boost of money, 6 liras. Money is really important in viticulture because you use money to do different abilities maybe, or you can use them, what's really important, to build different buildings, to give you the possibility to gather points, to make more powerful and valuable wines, because you grow your cellar and so on. So money is really important, and in the early game does more than maybe in the late game. And this is really important because it's saying if you have less than 0 points. This is usually happening in the beginning of the game, and it's giving you this 6 money boost, which is helping you a lot. Even if you get this one in the late game, you have another option to draw different cards. But I find this card is really interesting if you are able to get it in the early game and have those minus points so that you can trigger it and have the 6 lira extra that you can use for doing different things in building up your engine at the beginning of the game. This is what I wanted to talk about in Viticulture Essential Edition. Have a nice breakfast.
All right, today's game show, you can play along here at home, folks, and get your own score. Make sure my screen is not visible by them.
Should
I take the comments off?
No, well, actually,
make them larger.
no,
Please,
I think you can leave the comments on to some degree, because whatever, just no one cheat in the comments.
No
right?
cheating.
Don't Google the thing.
That's right, right.
Don't tell the actual answers. You can guess in the comments. So what I'm doing is I'm giving 6 things,
Okay.
and you tell me which one is fake, or you can say none of them are fake.
Okay.
You can say none of them are fake.
They're all
Got it.
true.
So either they're all true or one's fake.
We're going to do games and movies. So I'm going to give you 6
Done.
games. One of the games is fake, or maybe none of them are.
Okay.
And 6 movies, one of them's fake, or none of them are.
That's
it.
See, you got no chance. I
You're
hate
wrong.
to tell you this, you're gonna get got.
All right. We're going to. Here's the thing, though. You can pick the same one, okay? Unless on the final answer, if there's a tie at that point, then we can't.
Okay.
You flip for who answers first or something?
Something like that. All right.
I love it. You came up
So
with rules.
first, we're going to do games that have the word pink in them.
Okay.
All right. So here are the games we have. We have.
Who gets first shot at this? This is very important.
That's true. That's true. We'll go back and forth.
All right.
Since you're not normally here, we'll let you go first.
Okay.
And then Z can agree with you or pick a different game.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I can agree with him.
This game has
yeah.
a massive first player advantage. Here we go.
Here we go.
here we go. So first,
I think I have the advantage.
all
Here
these
you do.
games have the
You do.
word pink in them.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So first we have Pink Panther and Sons race game.
Fake.
An 1985 game where you race up the mountain with the Rainbow Panthers.
Definitely fake.
2, Lola's Pink Milk game. This is a roll and move based on that said same series. Then we have the Pink Flamingo Resort Murders. This is a 1983 straight-up ripoff of Clue. 4, Pinky Lee and the Runaway Frankfurters. This is from 1954. You're putting Frankfurters on a track. You drive your wagon around, pick them up, and put them on.
I love everything about it.
Then we have Pink Pebbles from 1972. There's no money in this world, but you start using Pink Pebbles as your currency.
Okay.
And then Uno Pinkalicious. That's enough said. It's a pink version of Uno.
Okay.
So I'll read the names again. We got Pink Panther and the Sons race game. I'm sorry, Pink Panther and Sons race game.
Okay.
Lola's Pink Milk game. The Pink Flamingo Resort Murders. Pinky Lee and the Runaway Frankfurters. Pink Pebbles. And Uno Pinkalicious.
All right. To me, Pink Pebbles sounds very made up.
All right. Was that what you were going to say?
Yeah, it sounds like that's the one that's the whole, like, in this world, there's no money. You spend pebbles.
In a world.
Sound like you were trying to, like, just find something that, you're trying to come up with something that wasn't as outrageous as the ones that exist.
I think you found that description from some other game and just ported it to this fake Pink Pebbles thing.
I don't want to pick the same thing, though. I don't like picking the same thing as you. So I'm going to pick something different. If we're going back and forth, especially, I don't mind being shut out of it. So I'll leave the pebbles alone.
Okay.
The last one sounds real, that Uno Pinkalicious.
It does.
So I'll leave that alone. Then the other 3 at the beginning were Pink Panther and
Pink
Sons.
Panther and Sons race game.
Yeah.
Lola's Pink Milk game.
Yeah.
And the Pink Flamingo Resort Murders.
I'm going to go with that one. Pink Flamingo.
With the Frankfurters from 1952.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was number 4. Pinky Lee and the Runaway
Pinky Lee and the
Frankfurters.
Runaway-
That sounds legit, actually. I'll go with the Pink Flamingo Murder Place.
Murder Factory.
All right, and the correct answer is the Pink Flamingo Resort
Oh,
Murders.
come on! Hot, hot, hot!
Pink Pebbles is a thing.
That's ridiculous.
There's actually quite a few games called Pink Panther, but I found it humorous that his sons are just Rainbow Panthers.
Well, sure.
Racing around. All right, let's jump to movies with the word pink in.
Okay, here we go.
Z has 1 point.
Okay.
Make it an even 100.
All right, so we have. Wait, I want to quick look through these because I need to remember. There we go. Okay.
Yes! 100
Which of these
points.
movies, if any, are fake? Which neither of you considered with the board games there.
No, I thought, yeah.
No, something sounded fake.
The Pink Flea. This is a Pink Panther short movie where Flea is trying to make his home on a dog, but jumps onto the Pink Panther, and Pink Panther does everything to get off, including eating a hot dog with hot Tabasco sauce. An Ounce of Pink. This is another Pink Panther short. There's not too many movies with the word pink in them.
Okay.
The Pink Panther discovers a speaking weight machine that gives surprises, but you can only use it with money. Then we have Heller in Pink Tights. This is a guy on his traveling stage show on the run from creditors, and so they get mixed up with a shady banker and gunslinger. So there's an opera production in it too. Gorillas in Pink Lace. This is Gorillas spelled G-U-E-R. It's two different movies, I suppose.
Okay.
Chorus girls and a fake priest flee from the Japanese in the Philippines.
Well, that's
Then we have Smash and Grab, the story of the Pink Panthers. The world's most successful diamond thieves take us into the dark world of international crime trade. It's a documentary.
Yes.
And then Pink Eye, a 2008 horror movie set in a rundown asylum where drugs are being tested.
Oh.
So the movies are The Pink Flea, An Ounce of Pink,
It does.
Heller in Pink Tights, Gorillas in Pink Lace, Smash and Grab, the story of the Pink Panthers, and Pink Eye.
What was the second? Heller and Pink Tie. What was that one?
That's the third one. Heller in Pink Tights.
What was that about?
A guy in his traveling stage show running from the creditors. There's a shady banker and opera.
I'm going to go with that one. That's my guess.
My guess is they're all real.
Okay.
I don't think there's any fakes in there.
A point for Mike. They're all real.
It's because you've seen them.
Baby! I have.
I think I actually have seen one of these, the first one, with the flea jumping on the
I
Pink
think I've seen that one too.
I've seen that.
And I definitely remember hearing about that Pink Panther Diamond documentary.
The documentary was also,
Yeah.
Oh, you did know that one?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
well, that's... All right, let's jump to another color. Blue.
Right, 100 to 1.
Wait, what?
That's right, Roy. I love everything about it.
There we go.
So blue, we're back to games.
Okay.
So we have...
Blue Panther.
That's right. Blue Light Special. This is a game based on Kmart and being a bargain hunter and running around finding the Blue Light Specials. Then
How many people know about the Blue Light Special anymore? Do you remember the Blue Light Special?
For sure. My mom was huge on that. My grandmother worked at Kmart.
Okay, okay.
2, Blackbeard, Bluebeard, and Redbeard. This is a print and play game based on an Eric Herman song, who also wrote the Tom Vassel's Top 100 Games of All Time.
Oh, okay.
3, I'll Have a Blues Clues Christmas. The goal of this kid's game, get blue home for Christmas.
If you pick this as fake, then that would be a mean trick.
4,
Okay.
Blue Banana. This is a game that just came out recently about bananas blue, things are the wrong colors. 5, Blue Shift. This looks like the most generic, epic sci-fi strategy game I've ever seen. It came out in 2018. And Blue Marbles, the last one. This is a Monopoly knockoff sold in Korea. I saw it in many stores there.
Really?
So we have Blue Light Special, Blackbeard, Bluebeard, and Redbeard. I'll have a Blues Clues Christmas, Blue Banana, Blue Shift, and Blue Marble.
The fact that you have such a personal connection to the Blue Light Special at Kmart tells me that that is the fake option.
Kmart wouldn't sponsor a game. Kmart? No.
No.
They would immediately go on sale that game.
That'd be funny if it was at the Blue Light
own
Special.
Blue Light Special.
Yes.
4, Blue Light Special. No, you know what? I'm going to go with that Blue Marbles. Because you're saying, I've
Yeah, he
seen it
just
many a
throws
time.
that in at the end,
I saw it
yeah.
everywhere in Korea. I think you lie.
I think that's a good second option there for sure.
Actually, the fake one is I'll have a Blues Clues Christmas.
Oh, that was so mean, man. See, you can't take a known beloved IP
And pretend
and then pretend that there's some
it's
game.
trying to get
Yeah, I
home
used
for
to
Christmas.
see everywhere in Korea, I'd see Blue Marble, and I'd be like, No, it's just Monopoly. Is
Is it about the
Yeah.
Earth or something like that? Or?
I don't remember what the
Okay.
theming is, but it's a Monopoly thing. And the blue light special, it looks pretty bad. From 1986, you're
Wow.
running around the board.
And it's Kmart branded.
Oh, for sure.
That's fantastic.
That was the thing that dealt them the death
That
knell.
was it. Yeah, that was
That's
the
what
one.
did it.
That's what ended it.
They sunk their money
in
into
the 80s,
blue light
Kmart
special.
was pretty big.
They were,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yep.
I think I was in my teens when I first went to a Walmart.
Right. Like I remember for a long time, Kmart was much bigger than Walmart.
And I didn't go to Target till I was in college.
Yeah.
Now, Kmart's are gone.
Target was
I think
too-
the last Kmart's just closed, I think.
I think there's still some Kmart's
There might be one
left.
or two little regional
There's
ones.
2 in Florida, I think.
Yeah.
There's one in the Keys somewhere, and there's one in Kendall.
Let's go find that one.
It's like the last Kmart in most of Florida is in Kendall, but it's scary looking. I mean, it is like, I haven't been in there, but it was near another store I went to, and I'm like, Kmart?
Well, let's go to movies with blue
All
in
right,
them.
here we go.
Here we
All right, here we go.
All right, let's not say that. Okay, go ahead.
By the way, when you use colors and search for movies, there are quite a few movies I don't want to give the plots to because I don't think anyone should probably watch those movies.
Right, well-
Secondly, that I still may be talking about some of those movies. I didn't know.
Also, if you type in blue movie, it's not a good idea either. So
All right, here we go. So, number 1, Summertime Machine Blues.
Okay.
This is a sci-fi club concocts a plan to repair a remote by using a time machine that appears.
That sounds fantastic.
It's from 2005. The Blueberry War. This is a humoristic tale about the hostility between the Thai and Polish berry pickers and the Swedish society. Then we got Blue Shark Hash. When a raffle ticket sends 2 strangers on a spur-of-the-moment weekend to Bermuda, they find falling in love is a little like being lost in the triangle. Then Bluefield. Peter is a K Street accountant who gets leukemia. He has to reconnect with his estranged sister.
So a feel-good movie, okay?
Then we got Bikini Blue 27. Bikini Blue, sorry. This is from 2017. This is a UK-based post-war drama. An English post couple has past life catch up with him. And then Blue Fire Lady. This is from 1977. A girl's love of horses meets with her father's disapproval.
What?
Let me just state this up front. There's no way in the world you could pay me to see any of these films.
These all sound pretty bad.
These,
One of them I would watch.
Maybe the leukemia one. That might be
Summertime
make some
Machine
good viewing.
Blues,
Good
The
popcorn movie.
Blueberry War,
Uh-huh.
Blue Shark Hash,
Uh-huh.
Blue Field,
Uh-huh.
Bikini Blue, and Blue Fire Lady.
they're all real.
You could do like a marathon of these. That'd be fun.
That's true.
You're saying they're all real?
They're all real.
I'm saying the first one's fake.
Summertime Machine Blues?
Yes.
Once again, Mike is right. They're all real.
Okay, I see what's going on.
Yes,
You weren't
baby!
you weren't feeling creative. I got it.
Well, I'll explain my
Okay.
reasoning later on.
right.
The Blueberry War is one I think I'd watch because it looks like.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It's a Swedish movie, or it's
Yeah, I
just,
think so.
okay, all right.
All right, let's jump to green with board games. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Oh wait, was I supposed to pick first on that one or no?
It doesn't matter.
All right, it really
I
doesn't.
think-
I was definitely going for the first one was
yeah.
fake.
Okay.
All right. So, green, here we go. Number 1, Green Mile, the board game. This is basically based on Tom Hanks' movie. You have to get John
What?
Coffey to the warden's house.
Oh come on.
All right, Green versus Tan, where dingoes dare. It's a skirmish game about green soldiers and tan soldiers.
The dingo ate the baby.
Then we have Green Lantern, Make a Match. It's a memory match game based on the movie.
Oh, wow!
Then we
Ryan
have
Reynolds movie. huh?
Greenopoly. This is a Monopoly game, but it's based on Greene County, Pennsylvania.
Well, sure,
Oh,
of course.
I thought it was like Green Movement of the Earth. No, just a place.
Green
Got it.
County. Yeah.
Then we have Green Goblin Game of Fractions. This is from 1962. It's not the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. It's just a big fat Green Goblin.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Then we
That
have
Green Goblin.
Green Plastic Massacre.
Oh, I love it.
This is from 1991. It's basically rules for you to use with Green Army men.
That's a neat
Interesting.
idea. Okay.
All right, so you have Green Mile, the board game, Green vs. Tan, Where Dingoes Dare, Green Lantern, Make a Match, Greenopoly, Green Goblin, Game of Fractions, and Green Plastic Massacre.
Who's picking?
Who's first?
I guess I should go first.
You go first. Yeah.
I
We'll
think
just
it's the
establish
Green
it.
Mile. The board game is fake.
That would have been my pick too.
But you still can.
No, I'm gonna stick with Z. I'm gonna go to the spirit of the game and try to do something different. Really quickly, just say the titles again.
Green Mile, the board game.
Yep.
Green vs. Tan, Where Dingoes Dare, Green Lantern, Make a Match, Greenopoly, Green Goblin, Game of Fractions, and Green Plastic Massacre.
I'll go with the second one.
Green vs. Tan, where dingoes dare.
Dingo's Dare.
That game actually came out in 2020.
Oh!
Where dingoes dare, I love it.
And you're right, there's no Green Mile, the board game.
That was
Called
gonna
it,
be,
baby.
I
I'm
was
a
gonna be-
huge fan of the Green Mile.
I knew that was fake, but I wanted to pick something different.
the
There's-
Green Mile.
Well, I thought you might think
That's
maybe.
so ludicrous. Yeah.
Maybe
I would
someone
have known
did it.
about that game if it existed.
Right.
I would own that game.
All right, movies for green.
All right.
All right. We have Where the Green Ants Dream. Geologist hired by Australian company, by some oil companies. He goes and
You get no points, man.
He has to fight. Oh, yeah, he got a point there.
Apparently.
Fights for the rights of Aborigines who believe the land is sacred. So Where the Green Ants Dream.
Okay.
Where the
Good night.
Green Ants Dream.
Yes, it's from 1984. Goodnight, Green Gables. This is a spoof of sorts horror movie of Anne of Green Gables, which aunt and uncle aren't who they appear to be.
Oh.
Okay.
Then we have Save the Green Planet. This is a Korean movie about a man who believes an alien invasion is coming and goes off to save the world. Green Ice. This is a 1981 movie. A down-on-his-luck engineer gets involved in an adventure with a mysterious woman and an emerald magnate. Then we have Monster from Green Hell. This is a 1957, one of those movies where a scientific expedition in Africa investigates wasps that become giant killing monsters.
Ooh, murder hornets.
And then The Green Girl. This is a feature-length documentary about Star Trek's iconic green girl, Susan Oliver.
Oh, very iconic. So iconic. Who's picking?
I think it's you first.
It's Where the Green Ants Dream, Goodnight Green Gables, Save the Green Planet, Green Ice, Monster from Green Hell, and The Green Girl.
Save the Green Planet!
All right.
And I'm going to go with Green Ice.
That's definitely real.
The fake one is Goodnight Green Gables.
Oh, I
see,
thought
you
it would be
went
like, yeah.
You went too fancy on that one, man. That sounded legit.
Because I think,
Well, I was going through Green and I saw all these Green Gable movies. I'm like, all right, I'll make up one that's just ludicrous, a horror movie.
well, but they did stuff like, remember where they did like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and
Well,
all that
right.
kind of
So
stuff.
I thought there was a chance.
Right.
Now, I actually watched a trailer from that Monster from Green Hell. I was curious, and it's typical of all those. They're like, how big are the wasps? The guy's like, we're about to find out. And you see these giant wasps, but they're actually real wasps. And then
From the
guys,
50s?
you know,
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those
100%.
those movies are so great and terrible at the same
That is
time.
great.
All right, last color today, yellow.
All right, so we got to break the tie here.
We do.
Oh,
We have to
do.
pick something different anyway.
Okay.
We have been anyway.
No, there's two questions here. So we have
okay,
movies.
okay.
We'll see what happens. All right.
See what happens.
Games, here we go. Yellow card. This is basically a soccer simulation.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the yellow from the egg. This is a game about phrases from one language sounding weird in another language.
Oh, I love that idea. I hope that's
Yellow Tavern. This is a game about, this is a Civil War combat that happened at the Yellow Tavern. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. This is basically a Candyland style game. Yellow Submarine. Roll dice, you land on a song, you have to sing the song you land on. And Geysers of Yellowstone. This is where you're going around taking pictures of different things in the Yellowstone Park. So we have yellow card, that's the yellow from the egg, Yellow Tavern, Follow the Yellow Brick Road, Yellow Submarine, and Geysers of Yellowstone.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I think it's you.
I agree with you that I really hope that's the yellow from the egg
Yeah,
game
I love
is
that
real. I hope it's
concept.
real. I don't know though, because there is a game that's wise and otherwise is sort
Yeah.
of similar to that. I think I'm gonna go with the last one, the Geysers of Yellowstone or whatever. Sounds like you made that up.
So to me, it's either Yellow Tavern or they're all real.
Here we go. They're all real again. This guy. Predictable much?
I'm gonna go against my gut and go Yellow Tavern. I think
right.
they're all real.
They're not all real.
Okay.
Yellow card I just made up.
Ah!
Soccer
Oh,
simulation.
it sounded so real, Tom.
Yeah.
That's the yellow from the egg is a 2021 game.
Really?
So it's possible that it's still en route or whatever.
Huh.
But I also was like, I want to play this.
Yeah, that's
That
a neat
sounds
idea.
great.
I think it's a
love
German
that.
game or whatever, but it was again about taking phrases and putting them in another language.
Right.
I
okay.
really like that.
That's a neat idea.
All right, movies.
It's down to this, Z. It's all down to this.
If neither of you get to here, I'm going to declare the people the winner.
And I pick first, yes?
All right.
Well, shouldn't we go back and forth until one of us gets it then? If we don't get it, if neither
I
one...
will do that, but the people are still declared the winner. You can be
Okay,
second
that's
place.
Fine, that's
All right.
fine.
All right, here we go. Some
Yellow
comedies with the
movies.
word yellow. Or not comedies, but just
Movies.
movies. Here we go. That Yellow Fellow. I said that because the first one is a comedy. It's a farce and a man who's afraid of everything. He's yellow. He comes face to face with terrifying monsters and must face his fears. From 1968. 1963, Yellowstone Cubs. 2 cubs are separated from their mother who hunts them down. They get stuck in a kitchen and tear the whole thing apart. Then we have Yellow Hair and the Fortress of Gold. This is a 1984 movie about Yellow Hair and her easygoing sidekick, the Pecos Kid, are after a fortune in Mayan gold. Then we have That Girl in Yellow Boots. A British woman faces challenges while attempting to locate her father in India. That's from 2010. The Yellow Balloon, different than the movie The Red Balloon.
Yeah, yeah.
1953, in post-war London, a small boy who blames himself for the accidental death of a friend falls under the influence of a street criminal. Then The Yellow Wallpaper. This is a horror-type movie. After a fire, Charlotte and John move to a cottage to start over, but she starts seeing visions of her deceased daughter, and she hides in the attic. So we
You
have
first,
That
I
Yellow
think?
Fellow,
You're
Yellowstone
first, I think, or
Cubs,
me?
You're first now.
Yellow Hair and the Fortress of Gold, That Girl in Yellow Boots, The Yellow Balloon, and The Yellow Wallpaper.
They're all real.
All right?
I'm going to go with Yellow Hair
That's the one
and
that
the
sounds,
Super Cats.
That's the one that sounds
or
ridiculous.
whatever.
Yeah, that's the one that sounds so ridiculous.
You made that up.
All right. So you're both wrong.
Oh.
They're not all
Okay.
real. And Yellow Hair and the Fortress of Gold is real.
I need to watch that ASAP.
Yellow Hair and her easygoing sidekick, the Pecos Kid.
Wow.
All right, so it's back to you. What do we
Okay,
got left?
yeah.
then?
So you got That Yellow Fellow, Yellowstone Cubs, That Girl in Yellow Boots, The Yellow Balloon, and The Yellow Wallpaper.
I'm going to say The Yellow Balloon.
That Girl in Yellow Boots.
Okay, those are both real movies.
Oh, come on!
So we're down to 3 movies left.
Wow.
All right, so we have That Yellow Fellow, Yellowstone Cubs, and The Yellow Wallpaper.
That Yellow Fellow.
The Cubs one.
The Cubs one I watched a lot when I was a kid. I really enjoyed that movie. That Yellow Fellow, total made up.
There we go. Now, the reason why I took so long to pick that one is that if you would give me a different year, I'd have been more skeptical. But that people were called yellow back then. I think back in the 60s. Like, you don't use that as much anymore.
you don't call
know what I
anybody
mean?
a coward.
If
by
you had
calling
said
them yellow.
2008, I'd have been like, nah.
Yeah.
That's why I said 1968,
That's what I'm
because
saying.
it sounded
That was-
like a Jerry Lewis type
It
movie.
did, kind of, yeah.
Hey, lady! All right.
Exactly like that.
All righty, well, that's the game. Congratulations, Mike, for getting second place. Congratulations, people, for winning. All righty, let's keep going.
Hey, it's Oliver, and in the past, we've talked about big games, we've talked about small games, but today I thought we would talk about party games. So let's get this party train going. So the 2 games I will be talking about, that's 2 games. We will be talking about Dixit, and I just got to play its counterpart Stella, and it's in the Dixit universe, which I think is really cool. And a few things I like about Stella is I really like the art. It's like really whimsical and really cool and really happy, and it just lifts my spirits. And I like the components, like there's dry erase boards for everything, even the scoreboard. And when you're checking off things, it's like really easier to have that instead of just writing it on a piece of paper. So, and also I like how it picks your own words. So if you're trying to find a card similar to the word, you don't have to pick it, so it lets off some of that stress. But I really like Dixit better, and here's a few reasons why. It's really simple, and I just think that makes the game better to me for some reason. I really like short and simple games. Another thing is how you get to vote, and another part to that, it's kind of a 2-part. You get to pick your own word, which I know I said picking your own word isn't as good, but if you pick your own word, it kind of gets funny. It's like people are voting on which, like they're like putting in a card, and then that seems most like your word, and then people are voting on which one they think is like yours. And I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah, have a great breakfast.
In this video, we take a look at an IP-driven game and see if the mechanisms match the IP. The players of the game will lose if Thanos gets all of the Infinity Stones, or if 10 heroes die during the game. The players will win if they're able to defeat 7 of these villains, or a higher number if you want to play on a higher difficulty. Each round, you will choose where on the board you want to go. Then you will roll the Thanos die so he can attack you, or add more cubes so he can find the Infinity Stones. And then you'll roll your dice in order to gain either more characters to your side, or to attack the villains on the table. If you attack these villains enough times, you will defeat them, and you're on your way to victory. In this case, it's Thanos Rising. In this game, what you're doing is you're battling together as the Avengers to overtake Thanos before he collects all of the Infinity Stones. This is exactly the plot of the MCU universe and what's going on, even though you don't realize it at the beginning of the movies. In this game, you're playing a Yahtzee-style game. You're trying to match icons to the cards. If you successfully gather the icons, you will take that card and he will join your superhero fighting team. At the same time, Thanos will be moving around, putting injury cubes on them, and trying to prevent you from gathering the Avengers together while he is collecting the Infinity Stones. This game hits the IP directly. The whole movies are about Thanos, and he's center stage in this game, and he is battling back, and you start out really, really weak, but as you gather your friends and equipment and ships and etc., you're able to get more and more powerful as this game, and hopefully you have that big battle at the end where you can take Thanos out. This one nails it, despite the Yahtzee mechanism, which is a little anti-thematic. Everything else going on and what you're trying to do with the overarching story hits it. This is a great addition to your library and one I highly recommend.
All right, folks, let's take a look at the news this week. So we're going to start with a little bit of sad news here.
Not too much.
We have the Box Wave 35. I guess there's a lot.
Box Throne, yeah?
Box Throne.
Yeah.
The Box Throne Wave. So Box Throne is a series of bookcases that they did where you could put one bookcase per shelf. They use metal frames. We actually have a couple in the background of one of our studios.
Right.
They're fine. I had a few problems with them, like the metal. I thought didn't have enough prongs.
Yeah, like the gaps are sort of large in the shelves. Yeah.
Right.
And they were also very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Shipping just cost way too much for them, so they're shutting it down. So
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
That may happen more and more. Certain product lines are not feasible with the shipping as it is right now.
Right, exactly.
All right. Asmodee announces a new line of diapers here with Access Plus Studio. That they're not, but man, those boxes sure look like diaper boxes.
They do have.
Or it depends.
They do, yeah. They kind of do. You're right.
But it's a great idea for a
Yeah, I know.
line.
It's, I got to pull back from my stupid joke here. This is for people who have cognitive disabilities, so this is for that kind of thing. And I guess maybe then that makes sense. I could see these being sold in a drugstore.
You think? Maybe. I don't know.
That's interesting. It does have that look, though, right? With the sort of...
comma.
It's half of a yin-yang there, and the plus sign on it, the logo, the look is very uniform. And so these are games that exist,
and
and they're retooled to be more accessible to folks with different disabilities, visual disabilities, what have you, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, that's great.
It's a great idea. Yeah, I think like thicker cards, things along those lines, different some things in the rules that kind of change things up a little bit. Neat idea.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sagrada has a new expansion. This is the third and final in their Great Facades expansion.
They're saying it's the last. Okay.
Well, in Great Facades.
Got it, okay.
I mean, come on, they're making money, so they'll have another expansion.
Sure.
I mean, maybe, I would assume. This adds Strife Dice.
Ooh.
That's a good name for a game.
Strife Dice.
There's already a game called Strife. Little card game.
Yeah, I said Strife Dice.
You want that game, the card game, you want them to make a
Strife,
dice version?
The dice game.
That's what you want.
Anyway, so, I had not even played any of the Facades. Did you play the first one?
I've played either one of them or both of them.
First one was Passion, the second one's Life. Then this is Glory.
Yeah, I don't
think I've played them.
I may have played one of them. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of games like Sagrada, you know, since these kind of dice puzzle placement type games, but people still like playing Sagrada. I mean, obviously, if they're continuing to put out expansions, it still has a market out there. So
it's good stuff. I'm curious, and these are usually modular little expansions, so you can sort of pick and choose. You can eventually, once you've got all this stuff, kind of make your version of Sagrada what you want it to be.
All right, let's take a look at a theme that we hardly ever see in games these days, and that's parks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I see. You were being facetious.
Although that is a cool cover.
It's a
Trailblazer,
beautiful
the
cover.
John
Great cover.
Muir Trail.
Andrew Bosley.
This is from Mariposa Games. What have they done?
Are they a new
Because
studio?
Mariposa is the actual name of a game.
Right.
Anyway, this is coming to
Yeah, I don't know that.
This is coming to Kickstarter later in 2022.
Okay.
This looks like a much bigger game.
Oh my word! This looks like a heavy Euro game.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing that's different to me is that the cover looks like parks and meadow and those, but the game itself looks, at least from that picture, looks much more involved.
Ton going on there.
Yeah.
There's a chart. I mean, that looks. It looks like it goes through maybe the months or the seasons or something.
There's 12 days.
Okay.
And you're hiking and backpacking along this trail. You're going to have different encounters, choose explore destinations, acquire and manage natural and personal resources, discover and observe the sights and sounds, adapt to ever-changing weather, move along the trail, wisely using items from your backpack to maximize your experience.
Wow. Woosby says it's on Kickstarter now, so we may be talking about this in more detail.
Never mind, and we'll talk about it in a week or two.
It looks very intriguing, though. I look forward to talking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So Gru is a very old game, and a new version of that's coming from Steve Jackson Games. And that's going to be crowdfunded also, along with Wiz War, which is a much more interesting thing.
A new version of Wiz War.
Gru is kind of an extra thing to throw in there, I think, because it doesn't have the following. I knew about it, and did you know about it?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like one of those games where back then there was 50 games coming out a year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wiz War, that's interesting. What was the last publication of that? A Fantasy Flight one?
I would think so.
Announced that forever ago, guys.
Yeah, they announced the Wiz War thing in October 2019. I know, but it's 2019, so we're talking to people in 2022.
That's right. Hasn't come out yet.
All right. Do you want a bag of chips?
Oh, I'd love a bag of chips. Z?
This is...
I'll pass.
This came...
Packet de chips.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
it's a gambling-style card game. You're reducing your hand of cards one by one based on flavor of chips that have been pulled from a bag.
I love everything about it.
To push your luck?
Yeah, it's from
Okay.
Blue Orange Games.
Okay.
Tale
good,
Riviera.
Well, actually, it's from Mixed Lore, but
Right.
Blue Orange Games is bringing the English version. I want to know how the packaging is going to work.
It says it's resealable, so it's going to be, you cut it across the top and it's going to have the thing.
I know, I still hate that. I don't like having a bag. If that bag came in a box, you know what I mean?
What if what if there's a box in the bag?
I thought that, no joke, I thought maybe that's what it is. You open the bag of chips and there's a box in it. That seems like double
And
packaging.
then in that box is a little bag.
But are you literally pulling out of that bag? Is that what you do in the game? Is
I'm
it
pretty
like a
sure that
bag?
those chips are the things you're pulling out.
Right, I would think so.
But again, I still wish, I don't like non-box packaging. Period.
I'm with you because, where are you going to keep it and all this type of stuff.
Plus, you get all that stuff from the chips on your fingers.
That's correct. Is it going to go in your pantry? Is it going to go on your game shelf? Is it going to go in your...
That would be good to have games that look like other things. You can leave them all over your place.
I love it.
And trick anybody anywhere into a game.
That's right.
Be like, oh, you're hungry? Check the pantry. You got. We're playing a game.
You thought that was...
And you can't eat.
Yeah.
Because this is what you chose.
That's right.
Oh, you want to watch a movie? Go ahead and turn on the TV. There's the remote. Psych, that's a game. It's not a remote. We're playing cards.
You thought that was toilet paper? No. Rolling right.
Put your pants up. Let's play.
Rolling right. Oh, please. Nobody make a defecating rolling right game, please.
great,
If that happens, I'm blaming you.
The game is like, it's a roll of paper and you tear off a sheet.
Right, exactly. The game makes itself. Trademark 2022. Mike
This is not the news. The news is Lunar Outpost, coming from Ravensburger. This is a 2 to 4 player co-op game.
I kind of like the look of that.
It's inspired by the PBS series Nova and developed with NASA astronaut Danny Tanny. It's kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
Danny Tanny.
Danny Tanny.
Coming at you live from the surface of the Earth.
Oh, it's going to work with
for
Alexa,
Tuesday.
actually.
You can see on... You can see on the cover, it shows the little symbol for ALEX.
Yeah. Alexa is going to serve
I can spell
as...
you now. That's what you'll say. I'm like, ah!
You're not
Alexa will
fooling
serve
anyone.
as mission control.
Oh, that's
Keeping
cool.
track of the team's progress and announcing special events for each
Haven't
round.
they done something like this before? There've been games that have used it in the past.
There
Ticket
have
to
been a
Ride,
couple.
At least to teach, right? There have been some that
Ticket
teach
to Ride
you.
was taught from
Right.
it. I played that.
I kind of like the idea of this.
It sounds cool.
How many? Because that service, I'm trying not to say it as I'm within earshot, is in a lot of different things now. It's not hard to find access to that.
Right.
You know, I would think. Now, maybe that's. I'm speaking as someone who lives, you know, in the United States. Maybe that's not the case everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of the United States, Ticket to Ride San Francisco. So this is the fourth game in the mini Ticket to Ride series. This one, the little pieces are the little trolley cars.
Okay.
All right.
And, you know,
That's all
I
you
read
got.
the special rules. I actually did read them and I forgot them. The special
fantastic.
rules in these games are like a very minor thing.
Yeah.
Do this to get points. These are short little versions. I do wonder, so we have all three in the library. They almost never get checked out. But this little series, the differences are so minor.
Right.
I don't know that I would say you need to own more than one or two of them.
You probably pick the city you like. You know what I mean? That would be my
yeah,
thing.
it's kind of more of a celebration of a place.
Yeah.
More than it is.
Yeah, like this should be sold at,
You know,
sold at museums and gift shops and things.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
That's kind of how this feels. I do like that cover quite a bit.
I do too.
That guy's hat though is a little too off center. Actually, it's kind of bothering
The
me.
bird just knocked it off his head. That's
what it
the
is?
issue. See the bird flying
But it
away?
seems like his
He's like,
head,
You
like-
got got!
That's a little too much.
It's like it seems off center. Like he's.
It looks
I
like
don't
they
know.
photoshopped the hat on top of it.
Yeah,
They
that's
did.
a sticker hat.
All right, and then our last bit of news, which we'll talk about for a bit. Here is the UK Games Award shortlist was announced.
All right.
Now, the UK Games Awards are announced at the UK convention.
Okay.
And now I'm pulling up the short list of them. And so they announced it there, but we have the nominee list. So they have
All right,
three
here we
games,
go.
and then there's always two awards.
Do we
the
make our
judges pick one.
choices?
Yeah, the judges
Okay.
pick one, then people vote for one. So here we go. Best abstract game.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Deck Chairs on the Titanic, Great Plains, and Tactiki.
Only played Great Plains,
Plains.
but I liked it.
Yeah, Great Plains.
We never got the Deck Chairs game. I remember talking
No.
about that one.
Yeah.
Huh, weird. That's the one I wanted to play.
Yeah.
Because didn't we like laugh about that for a while? Like, who
There
cares?
remember that.
I remember talking about it.
Yeah,
on
we talked about it.
Crowdsurfing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I haven't played any of those. Best accessory, the Folded Space Dinosaur World insert. That's very specific.
Very.
Wow.
Tabletop Tyrant board game backpack, and the Tome of Spell Holding.
Yep. Can't vote on that one.
I don't know what any of those are. I mean, I know what a folded space insert is. But
Sure.
Oh, here we go. Best board game American style.
Here we go.
Living Forest. That's not American style. Just a heads up. Ultra and Unfathomable. Living Forest should not be in that category. That is straight up
What was
Euro
the middle
game.
one?
Ultra.
Ultra.
That's what I would pick because that's what I've played.
I think if for this category, Unfathomable.
Probably as an American. Yeah.
It's like the only one that actually is like, this is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you're interested in the category's
Ultra
name here.
is a straight up Euro. It really
yeah,
is.
right.
Then
Yeah.
in Euro games, we have best board game for Euro style,
Uh-huh.
Bitoku, Iki, and Lost Ruins of Arnak, which should not be eligible. Because that came out
Yeah. Well,
several years ago
Well,
now.
what about Iki though, Tom? Iki is even
Iki's
older
a
than that.
reprint. Well, I'll give that the first one was very small print run.
Yeah.
I know you guys like Iki a
Oh,
lot.
that's my favorite of the
I
three,
like Iki.
but I would have to nod to Bitoku because it feels like it's the only one eligible.
That's true. I liked Bitoku too. Of the three, I probably did. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna not vote for this one. 'cause I'm with you.
Abstaining, okay.
Yeah, I'm abstaining.
Let's throw this one to Z here. Best
Here we go.
strategic board game.
All right, yeah.
Get on board.
Yes.
Masters of the Night.
Yes.
And the thing, the board game, which no one here has played yet. This one's hard one. How did this get on the list? It just was delivered to backers like 2 weeks ago.
What's the last one there?
The Thing.
The
We just
Pendragon-
got
The
it.
Pendragon game.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know what you think about Masters of the Night.
No, yeah, I did not like that game. I did not.
So I guess we
but
gotta go with Get on Board.
Get on Board is
I
a good
liked
one.
Get
It's
on
a
Board.
reprint again.
It is. It's
but
another old game. Yeah.
It is
Older.
very much reworked, new look,
Yeah.
some new things. So that's fair enough. That's
Okay.
different.
All right, best card game. We have Cultivate, which is about building a cult.
Sure.
Dungeon Decorators, which is mostly tiles. So, like, you literally are building a dungeon of tiles in this game.
Okay.
If you're doing an award, do a little bit of, like, cultivating it. Okay, anyway. And Star
Cultivate.
Scrappers Orbital. which I believe Star Scrappers Orbital, wasn't that one of those games
Yeah,
from the
I
Frixilus
reviewed a long
brothers?
time ago, one of the
yeah.
Star Scrappers games, but they have a few of them.
Oh, and I'm sorry, this is Best Card Game General, because we have Best Card Game Strategic
Oh
coming
my.
up.
Okay.
Got it. I don't think I've played any
These
of
are
those.
generally not
Now I'll skip
strategic.
that.
Don't
Yeah, yeah.
care.
Dungeon Decorator is not a card game. All right, Best Card Game Strategic. We have Lord of the Rings LCG, the revised core set. Mini Rogue, that's from Nuts Publishing, and then Shamans. Shamans.
Shaman's 100%. That's a good game.
I haven't played that yet, but I'll go with you guys on that one.
All right, Best Children's Game. Block Nest, not a children's game. Moonlight Castle from Haba, and Quacks and Co. Quedlingberg Dash.
We haven't gotten that here in the
I
States.
want that.
Yeah,
I
we have
forgot
not
that
gotten it
was
in
a
the
thing.
States. Why? Yeah.
So there's a kids
That's for
version.
Schmidt, though. Schmidt's not gonna doesn't send us games usually.
There's a kids version of Quacks of Quedlingberg
That
coming
sounds
out.
like a fun thing
Yes.
for kids.
Yeah. We talked about it, or you guys talked about it in the news a little while back. It was not only Quacks, there was another kids version of a bigger game. I can't remember what it is right now.
Yeah.
All right, Best Dice Game. Dice Theme Park, which I didn't know was out.
I didn't think that was
Eternal
out.
Palace, which I didn't know was out. And Under Falling Skies. I'm assuming that they're being released at UK Games
This is weird,
Expo.
yeah, because I think I backed Dice Theme Park.
I think, I might be wrong, I think for you to qualify for this award, you have to have a booth at UK Games Expo. I might be wrong.
Okay.
But
okay.
Weird.
because Alley Cat usually sends us their stuff. In fact, I thought we got a game from them recently. Dice Theme Park, that was a Kickstarter. I don't remember that being shipped yet. Maybe it has. But
Yeah,
still,
I don't know.
I don't understand how it could have been nominated for the award.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
The only one I've played there, and you have, I think, too, is the Under Falling Skies.
Yes, which
And
I like.
that's a solo game, though, but it's a very good dice
It
game.
is a good dice game, yeah.
Now they have a new category, Best Digital Hybrid Game.
Okay.
So they have Descent, Legends of the Dark, Destinies, and Trouble in Folklore Falls.
I don't know what
I
that is.
haven't played that one. I played the other two.
I'll pick this. I'll pick Destinies.
I
as
would
Descent.
too, yeah.
Best Expansion, Lost Ruins of Arnak, Expedition Leaders. Although it's weird that did not come out the same year. Anyway.
Yeah.
Taverns of Tiefenthal, Open Doors, and Undaunted Reinforcements.
Ooh.
That's a good.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably the Arnak. I didn't play the other one, but
How are these? Okay. Best Family Game, Acropolis, Chronicles of Avil, which just came out, and Llama Land. Did we get Acropolis from Gigamic? I don't think we've seen that
I don't
one.
think I've seen that.
did we not?
Have we? I don't know what it looks
I think
like.
I would have seen that.
Okay.
Acropolis. Gigamic always catches my eye.
Yeah.
Their stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of those. Llama Land, I know we got.
Yes.
I never
Chronicles
did
fine.
play it,
Chronicles
yeah.
of Avil is going to my house to be played at some point.
I've heard good things about that, yeah.
All right, best gaming novelty. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They have a book about terraforming Mars. Anyway, best measure, best party game. Okay.
There we go.
I'm skipping miniatures and role playing.
Sure.
Best party game, Last Message from Yellow.
Okay.
Match 5 from Synopsis Games, and Secret Identity from Funny Fox. The only one of those I played is Last Message,
Me too.
which I
yeah.
like.
I liked Last Message.
Identity from Funny Fox. I can't picture that one. I don't know what that is.
This is like the newest
These are
awards I've ever seen. Like
It's
they're
weird.
so close to have come
Cutting
out.
edge.
except
Then
like
they have Lost Ruins of
Arnak.
Arnak in
And
there.
yeah. It's weird.
All right, best variant. This is a new thing too.
Oh, wow.
We got
Is this
Core Space Firstborn.
Unofficial?
No. World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King is a variant of
okay.
Pandemic.
Okay.
And then they have Zombie Kittens, which is a variant of Exploding Kittens.
Got it.
Okay.
Those are
That's-
the only two
I
nominees?
gotta give that. They got some interesting
They
award
do have some
categories.
different categories,
That's
for sure.
that's an interesting. Because every year I do my top 10 reprints,
Right.
and then every year we sit there and go,
Well, does this
does
count?
small World of Warcraft count for things? That's an interesting category,
Yeah.
a variant category.
It's a very fuzzy line, though.
It is.
Very
all
fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting.
Those are the only two nominees in that one?
Oh no, Core Space Firstborn, which is based on Core Space, which is sitting on our shelf here. We
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
played
know
yet.
that
Right.
one. Okay.
All right, well, congratulations to the nominees and the
Sure.
winners, and I have no idea. I guess if they're demoing all these games at the con, people can
Sure.
play them there and then vote on them.
Okay.
I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in like winning this award though. On
And
a lot of these, it
They get
seems-
announced at the expo, yeah?
They do.
Okay.
It's the last day. They dress up in tuxes.
All right.
And then they sometimes, if Tom Vassel's there, hand him a sheet where he announces an
Oh.
award for a game that he gave a negative review to, which is not which is slightly awkward.
That's fantastic.
I remember that. I'm like, I'd shake their heads. Congratulations. Other people like your game more than I do.
Oh boy.
Well, no, that's reasonable. I mean,
It's fine. You're one person's, it's one
it's just an
person's
odd
opinion.
thing. Sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, you want to switch?"
Right?
Just because I feel like they must think it's weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations, and that is the news.
Good morning, Board Game Breakfast. My name is Amanda, and I'm here to talk to you about a game I'm really looking forward to playing in the future and what I'm playing in the meantime. Right now, I'm really looking forward to Distilled. This is a game where you're playing the new owner. You just inherited a rundown distillery, and you're trying to bring it back to life. You're buying ingredients, learning recipes, and distilling spirits. One of the things that I really appreciate about this game is that when you distill the spirits, you take the ingredients that you've purchased, and you always have to have at least 1 yeast, 1 water, and 1 sugar form. And then for each sugar that you put in your deck for distilling, you add 1 alcohol, because science. And then you shuffle them up, and then to mimic the four shot and the feint, you take a card off the top and the card off the bottom, and then what you're left with is your distilled spirit. You then check the recipe card, see what you've made, and then you can store that and age it or bottle it. This is a game that's just dripping with theme that I really enjoy and think is going to be a lot of fun to play. And I've actually gotten to play it some and will continue to play it while I wait for it, because during the Kickstarter, they made a free print and play version available. So I've been playing my sort of a smaller, scaled back version of Distilled while I wait for the full game. And this might be one of my favorite ways to play a game while waiting for a game, is to actually have a version that I get to play on my own while I wait for the final version to get produced. So that's what I'm playing while I wait for Distilled, is Distilled. Hope you're having a great breakfast, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Today we are looking at a game we don't have, but we did play at a board game cafe. We are looking at Framework. This is a 1 to 4 player game by Pegasus Spiel. It's a tile laying and strategy game.
Yeah, so this is one, as Bear says, we don't own this one. We will be. I think we're definitely going to buy this one. We didn't know about it, didn't know it existed. We found it at a board game cafe, and we were demoed it by the guy there, and we loved it. It was a really nice game, very simple to play. This is a Uwe Rosenberg game, so basically you're laying out tiles that you grabbed from the market array and put them into your own space, and you're trying to link tiles together that have got the same coloured frame
What about the colours?
on them. Yeah, so basically you're trying to link, say, a yellow to a yellow tile and a blue to a blue tile. And these are just the frames that are on the tiles. And you can take them, they don't have to match up with anything, they've just got to be placed alongside another tile. But on some of the tiles, you've got little scoring chances. You've got 22 tokens that you want to cover your scoring markers, tokens with, by linking these coloured tiles together. And as you kind of spread out your array, you become aware that, if I put one more brown frame there, I'll link all those browns together and I can score this 6 brown token. Boom. And as the game kind of spreads out, you score more and more of your...
You surprise yourself as well.
It's a really nice little mechanism.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to kind of lead these frames back to your scoring opportunities.
It's quite genteel.
Very, very... And you're not playing against each other, of course. You're playing in your own little array, so it's kind of solitaire game-ish, but not, because you're trying to obviously take tiles that you see thereafter. If you can see they're trying to get a silver frame, and there are just 1 silver frame in the array, you'll grab that one. So there's a little bit of take that in that respect.
Good fun. It kills some time in the cafe, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're just trying to get rid of all your tokens. First one to get rid of all their tokens wins. Really nice game, so we're definitely going to buy this. Yeah. Or go back and play again.
That's true.
More coffee and more cafeing.
More cake.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thoroughly recommend this one if you can see it. We didn't know it existed. Try and find it. Framework. Bye.
And that's it for another Board Game Breakfast. As people in the comments said, if you're going to UK Games Expo, have a fantastic time. Is that this weekend or is it 2 weekends from now? It's soon.
It is soon, yeah.
I think it's end of May. Well, either way, we're sad. We'd love to be there. Lots of people have asked us, but time and money, folks. Time and money.
Enjoy yourselves.
Indeed. Yeah, we'll be in Europe for Essen. We have made plans, and they just released the map of Gen Con. Our booth is there.
Yes.
So, and this coming Sunday, The Gen Con event schedule goes live. On Friday at 2 o'clock, we have a Dice Tower Live Top 10. You want to come see that? Sign up for it. We'd love to see you there.
You want to see that. That should be fun.
Oh,
I don't even know what it is, but I'm trying to hype you up. I'm being a hype man, Tom. Jeez.
Mike's no
longer
longer
killing my
in it.
hype over here.
No, it's good. You did that well, Mike. Great
All right,
job.
folks. Thanks so much for watching Board Game Breakfast. Thanks to all our contributors. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Mike DeLisio.
Come back at noon for Top 100.